Our next guest. I have his bio right here. I love what he says. Serial entrepreneur, and I tell you what, that is so true about him. He now resides in Wiggins, Mississippi. His background is in exercise science. He is a veteran, 8-year Navy vet. So thank you so much for what you do for our country. He owned and operated several successful traditional businesses. He has a huge passion for health and wellness. He is currently a full-time proud father of 3 amazing kids. And check this out, everyone. He is the husband to his sponsor. How cool is that about this business, right? Chelsea. I've had the pleasure to work with him for the last 7 years. I met him in Las Vegas right when he became a distributor. We connected instantly. I've been down to the Gulf Coast helping his team out. I want to welcome Elite Pro 7 Joe Elizalde. Joe?
All right, Gabe, can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. Hear you loud and clear. Do you want to go ahead and are you on can you take the camera? Oh, there you are. I can hear you now. I see you now.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Is there a lag? Is there a little lag? And no.
No. Thank you so much for being on. I know it was last minute, and folks, I just want everyone to know that I pulled a major league curveball on him, literally hours before this presentation. He was going to move in one direction, and I completely moved him in another direction. We just started having a lot of people suggesting, hey, on this training, are we going to have anything about the Ireland trip and how to earn that trip? So before I hand to you, Joe, you and I have spent a lot of time together. We've been on incentive trips together, elite retreats together, and I know you're going to share with everyone just how incredible this company puts on, these incentive trips. These are trips that you should not miss. So it's all yours. And thank you for doing this morning.
Absolutely, Gabe, Jill, it's my pleasure. It's an honor to be on the call. So welcome, everybody. Good morning, wherever you're listening in from. Good morning. Happy Saturday, guys. This is an amazing day to do amazing things, right? And what better way to just tap into the opportunity that we have than to jump onto a virtual training. I'm at my house. My baby girl and my son are in another room. I mean, this is just amazing. I love technology. I love where we're at today. So much different from where we came, right? Almost 7 years ago. So thank you for that introduction and those kind words, Gabe. You definitely have been my mentor in this business, and I am eternally grateful to you and Jill and everything that you've done and your family. So guys, I just want to tell you that I'm excited. I don't consider myself any kind of top trainer or any person to give you advice, but I do know that energy and excitement is infectious, guys. And if you know me, you know that I get really excited when I start talking about our opportunity. And to know that we have been able to reach the elite ranks in this company and just be surrounded by some amazing people, I'll tell you that this company spares no expense when it comes to just, I'm going to say it, spoiling their elite distributors, the incentive trips, just everything, all the, fringe benefits, you could say, that we get from sitting in front at the elite academies and convention, to just the respect that we get and the open-mindedness for, our suggestions and, what each and every one of us bring to the table, which in turn is going to help the entire field and the company. So proud to be a part of this company, and super excited to see what's coming. After 7 years, I have to tell you that this is probably, for new people that are on this call tonight, today, or people that are going to watch the replay, if you're new to LifeVantage, first of all, welcome. Second, congratulations, because you've just made one decision, the first of two, one decision to actually make a change in your life. And that change, whether you know it or not, is going to be huge if you decide, right? Second decision, and you heard several people from stage, if you were lucky enough to be a convention, talk about second decision being actually doing something with it. And if you're on this, if you're watching this replay later on, then you're absolutely doing something with this business. You're wanting to move forward, right? So as a construction guy, because some people in the industry call me Construction Joe because of my construction background as well. As Construction Joe, I'm going to tell you, I would have never guessed that I would be here, right? But here I am today on a virtual call with y'all, and I'm super excited. So I want to jump right into, the first thing we want to speak on, and that's that Ireland incentive that LifeVantage has put out. And I'm going to tell you, since day one, the incentives have been amazing. First and foremost, my experience was hitting Pro 5 very quickly, and then the company sending me to Utah, Snowbird Resort, just to train with the top distributors in the company. Gabe was there as well, and to get that one-on-one mentorship, right, from leaders that have already come before me and done what I'm trying to do. That was amazing in itself. I said, there's no way it can get any better. Well, it continued to get better, incentive after incentive after incentive. And I say the same thing every time, like, how are they going to top what they just did? Well, they managed to do it time and time again. And Ireland, are you kidding me? And most of you don't know this. Nobody knows this probably. My wife knows this, though. I have had a lifelong dream to go to Ireland, and to know that we have this opportunity to get there, and it's going to be basically given to us. It's a bonus. It's an incentive for doing what we're already doing. Unreal. So I'm super excited to be there. I want to go ahead and let y'all know how is it that you can get there, right? How is it that you can get there and that you can help your team actually be there with you? Because, and Gabe will probably agree with me, but it's great to go on incentive trips. It's great to go on these awesome dream vacations, but it's better if you go with your team. No one wants to be at the top by themselves, right? So let's just pull everybody up with us, and I encourage you to do that. Let's promote this incentive trip if you haven't. If you're new, then guess what? It's easier for new people to LifeVantage to win this incentive trip than it is for anyone else. Easier for me, 7 years into the business almost now, and you have an easier chance to win this trip. Now, I wish I could share my screen, but I can't. We had some technical difficulties with the laptop, had some bad weather here the past couple days, and my internet is just shot, right? But I'll tell you that Ireland is beautiful. Please, we're going to try to include a link in the thread so you can go check out the pictures of where we're going to be at. Beautiful, beautiful place, and kind of some of these rules and regulations for this incentive trip. So ways to earn. How do we earn this? How do we make sure that we're in Ireland with everyone else, right? Well, first, you earn when you rank advance, or when one of your personally sponsored distributors rank advances. Super awesome, right? Are you kidding me? You're going to benefit from helping someone else. I love this industry. You will receive half the points for your personals who hold the rank and for rank advancing. So you're going to tell me that you're going to rank advance, you get points. You actually help other people rank advance, you get points. They continue to rank advance or hold the rank that they made, you get points. LifeVantage is doing everything they can to make sure that you have every opportunity to qualify for this incentive trip. I've never seen anything like it. It's really, truly amazing. So the qualification period, very important that you understand this, because there's people that are still joining that will be in Ireland, right? There's people that haven't joined us yet that will be in Ireland because they're going to run for this incentive trip. So qualification period was July 2018 to April 30th, 2019. We have plenty of time to go out and get this, guys. I tell people that I have one speed, and that's full speed, and I learned that from my mentor, Gabe Pearson. He told me the speed of the leader is the speed of the group, right? Speed of the pack. So I understand there is definitely something about creating that momentum and setting the pace, right? So go out and do what you have to do to make sure you qualify. We have till April 30th, 2019. We still have time. Okay, the actual trip date. So put this in your calendar right now. Save the date, because you have to put in your mind that you will be in Ireland, okay? So start planning today. Confirm today, affirm today that you will be there, right? So the trip date is actually in August, okay, of 2019. So make sure you don't make any plans for those dates. Now, I want to go ahead and give you a few examples. And again, I'm sorry that I can't screen share this, but we're going to go ahead and try to get this to you as well. And you can always go to lifevantage.com and look up these qualification requirements as well. But just imagine ranking to Pro 2. Pro 2, help your people, or if you haven't hit Pro 2 yet, you can rank advance to Pro 2, and you can get 10 points towards your trip. 10 points, that's it. 10 points, are you kidding me? That's all you have to do? Guys, you're building this business anyway, and if you're doing and following the proven plan, and I'm going to tell you, I hope that everyone, that is a bare minimum. When it says 15 presentations a month, I hope you're doing 15 a day if you can. A presentation is so much easier now than it was before 7 years ago. A presentation is sending out, text and following up with people. I mean, you don't have to actually be in front of them. Look at us now. We're doing a training with who knows how many people on the phone, right? Over the internet. So make sure that you're doing your presentations. If you keep that rank of Pro 2, or if you make that rank of Pro 2 within the first 3 months, you're getting rewarded. If you rank advance within the first 3 months of your business, you get rewarded. Rank advance to Pro 2, 30 points. Rank advance to Pro 5, 300 points. Are you kidding me? Rank advance to Pro 7, 1,200 points. Guys, it only takes 1,000 points. That's the minimum. That's the base in order to qualify to go, right? Now, there's all kinds of caveats on that, right? You can get more extra airline tickets. You can get money. Cash, they give you money. So they send you on this trip that you gained, right, that you earned for doing what you're supposed to do. And they're giving you money on top of that once you're there. Again, when you talk about dream vacations, this is absolutely going to be one of those, right? So if you hold the rank, so what if you rank advanced, you get points for that, and you did it within your first 3 months, well, you got some extra points for that. What if you continue to hold that rank? Okay, well, guess what? You get points for holding the rank. Holding the rank of Pro 2, you get 5 points for holding it, right? Pro 3, you get 10 points. Pro 4, you get 25 points. Pro 5, 50 points just for holding the rank. So if you continue to do what you're supposed to do, you're not only going to hold rank, but you're going to rank advance too. So many ways to stack points on top of points on top of points, right? So there's no reason that everyone shouldn't be out there trying to get some points. I know Chelsea and I have just kicked it into gear. We're looking to get some points. We want to be there with all of you and just experience life together, right? Because truly, that's what this is about at the end of the day. Now, again, the enroller also earns half of the points achieved in rank tables above. Now, I'm reading this chart here, which I hope that each and every one of you print this out. Print this out and put this in your office, put it on your laptop, put it on your fridge, put it wherever you need to so that you can be reminded of what you have to do during your daily activities, right? Your income-producing activities, your incentive-winning activities, right? We'll call it that. Okay, you also gain points like, say you're an elite distributor already. Well, guess what? You can still gain tons of points. And those points are attending global convention. Guess what? I have all mine saved. Betty Lou. Hey, Betty Lou, what's going on? Thanks for the comment. Global convention. Who was there? Well, if you were there, you attended, your butt was in the seat, guess what? You got 100 points for that. Once again, LifeVantage rewarding us for doing what we're already doing, right? It's unreal still. It's still just crazy to me, right? So organizational growth volume, another way. If you have 50,000 in group volume growth on the outside strong leg, you can receive 250 each month that's achieved. That's pretty significant, guys. That's huge. 250 points when what we're talking about is 1,000 baseline points to actually win this incentive. Pretty great, pretty great. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just touch on this real quick. The master trip, and this is for Gabe and Jill and the other Pro 10s that might be watching this. Current Master Pro 10s can also qualify for the master portion of the trip by maintaining their Pro 10 rank for 8 out of 10 months or by rank advancing to the next master level from their current position. The reason I wanted to bring this up, if we know that this trip is going to be amazing for all who win the incentive, can you imagine what the Pro 10s and above are going to be able to experience when they get there? To know that at Pro 10, you still get bonuses, you still get incentives, you still get incentivized to do more, right? To continue to help us. That's amazing. And it just goes to show LifeVantage is just getting started. They're not going to stop spoiling you when you hit Pro 10 or, Master, whatever. They're just not. They're going to continue to build this thing. And I can see where one day when we have 100 Pro 10s that, they're going to continue to raise the bar. So kudos to LifeVantage. I love this company. Okay, we have tiers, right? There's incentive trip qualification tiers. Now, tier 1, and I'll go over these very quickly. Tier 1 is a trip for one airline ticket, and that's 1,000 points. We kind of briefly discussed how you get points, right? So 1,000 points will get you one airline ticket for the trip, so you qualify. Tier 2, trip for two airline tickets, that's 1,600 points. Come on, if you got 1,000 points already, you can get another 600. Let's go out and make it happen, right? That way you can bring your spouse with you. You can bring whoever you want, right? Number 3, trip for 2. This is tier 3. Trip for 2, you arrive one day early, 2 airline tickets, and the company's giving you $300 cash. Not that you even need cash while you're there, because at these incentive trips, it's all expenses paid. They're just showering you with stuff, right? So it's amazing, but we'll take it. Tier 4, trip for 2, you arrive one day early, 2 airline tickets, and $700 cash. I don't know. Anybody out there need another $700 just because? I'll take it, right? Tier 5, trip for 2, you arrive one day early, 2 airline tickets, and $1,000 in cash. When I tell you that it keeps getting better, this is the example right here, right? So tier 6, trip for 2, arrive one day early, 2 airline tickets, and they're going to give you $1,500 cash. Guys, now we're talking about, again, a dream trip with cash on top of that. And the last tier, tier 7, is a trip for 2. You arrive one day early, you get 2 airline tickets, and this company's giving you $2,000? $2,000 for doing activities and building this business like you're supposed to. This is a business, guys. If you treat it like one, it is going to pay you like one. It is going to, the fruits are going to just blossom, right, in your business. So that's the incentive trip to Ireland. Those are some of the brief qualifications, right, and the rules and guidelines. And now there are terms and conditions to these, so you need to make sure that you go down to the bottom. If you go to LifeVantage.com and you're looking at the Ireland incentive trip, make sure you read the terms and conditions, because there's certain things that you need to know, okay? Make sure that you are 100% qualified for this, okay? And I think it's important to say that this includes U.S., Canada, Mexico, the UK, the Netherlands, Germany, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Thailand, Japan, and Australia. Okay, so those all qualify for that as well. One more thing, enrollments, guys. Very important that we talk about points on enrollments. Like when I'm building my business, how do I know what points? Well, for one, if you go to your back office, there's a tracker there, so you should be able to track what points you have. But sometimes not everything's real time, right? You should be able to track this on your own as well. It's very simple, simplistic. But on enrollments, if you bring in a platinum pack, you will earn 15 points. If you bring in a gold pack, you're going to earn 10 points. If you bring in a silver pack, 5 points, and a preferred customer, for every preferred customer, because I know there's tons of you out there that have tons of preferred customers, 2 points per preferred customer. And don't forget, if you went to Global Convention, you've got 100 points for that as well, right? Okay, now through those enrollments, there is a max. And again, that's why you need to read those terms and conditions. But you can earn a maximum of 400 points through the enrollment process, right? So let's go out there, do everything we can, set a plan to win this incentive trip, guys. There is a plan. I've looked on YouTube, and there's several distributors out there that have broken stuff down. And, take one of those, take a strategy that they've planned out and run with it, okay? If you don't have one, talk to your sponsor, talk to your crossline, talk to your upline, whoever you need to talk to corporate, and figure out a game plan. Strategize on how you're going to be in Ireland with the rest of us, right? So super excited about the Ireland incentive. 1, because it's a place I've always wanted to be. 2, because I know how amazing it's going to be. And 3, because I know that this is, honestly, I think this is just the beginning of where this company is going. And I can't wait to see how they top this, because I'm going to say it again, it is it's pretty awesome, right? So I can't even imagine what they're going to do next. So with that, if you have any more questions on the incentive trip, because I know we just, briefly went over it and we weren't able to share any slides, please look in the thread. We'll try to add something down there, or you can go to LifeVantage.com.
Joe, that was awesome, man. I tell you what, I want to fly you into Jacksonville and have you do the same thing to our team here, okay? I think we can get a few more people that's qualified.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much. A couple of things that I wrote down that Joe talked about, and I want you all to listen. First of all, before I even go into my notes, what Joe and I have learned over these years is if you're looking at building a business, building your business, right, the barometer of building that business is qualifying for incentive trips. Jill and I qualified for every incentive trip. Joe qualified for every incentive trip up until he hit Pro 7. And that's how we got there. That's how you achieve those ranks. So if some of you are trying to figure out, how did Joe get to Elite Pro 7? Or, how did Gabe get to Master Pro 10? Folks, we literally built our business around the incentive trips, and it just took us to the top. Now, a couple things. Joe talked about going to lifevantage.com. All you have to do is click, when you go to lifevantage.com, on the navigation bar, just click on company, and then you'll have a drop-down box, and then click on promotions. And that's where you're going to find what Joe was letting everybody learn here today, okay? Download that and share that with your teams. If I was you, I would have incentive trip meetings, team meetings at your home, right? On figuring out how everybody's doing. Once a week, you're sharing. I mean, whether it's, if you got 10 preferred customers that week, that's 20 more points right there, right? So I think if you really structure your business around this trip, you're going to be able to get there. And like Joe said, the lower ranking ranks is the easiest to achieve. A question that I had, he mentioned this several times, we've got 100 points for going to global convention. I wonder if the company will give us 100 points by going to the Lead Academy in Charleston, South Carolina in February. If you know that answer, just go ahead and put the answer on the chat, and I'll read it out to everybody. So I want all of you to understand too that there are a number of distributors on our team already that have qualified for this trip. Okay, so it's achievable. The place that we're staying at, Adair Mansion, it's 6-star. Look it up. It's going to blow your ever-loving mind. Okay, so thank you so much, Joe, for that incredible presentation.